Hello and welcome to John's Author Diary for the week ending April the 15th, 2018. I've had a really intense week getting Blind Gambit finished. I sat for 4 days solid with my wife, going through every line. She read it out to me and we did a really close line edit and got the book to a point where I've sent it now to a group of beta readers. So they'll help me pick through any glaring continuity errors or typos, that kind of thing. Now, because this book's coming out on May the 10th, I've also started doing a lot of things behind the scenes just to start building up a bit of hype for the launch. And I've done things like paying for advertising on websites like eReader News Today and Book Barbarian and places like that, because I want to do all I can to get this book out to as many people as possible within the launch week, with the hope that that initial burst of sales will continue. It's such a weird feeling when you come to the end of a novel and you're almost ready to send it out to the world. And you can do a lot of things to try and make it reach the right readers. But at the same time, it does seem like there is a bit of alchemy to it, a bit of black magic somewhere. I've been writing this book on and off since June last year, and I've no idea how this is going to perform, how it's going to do, all the hours that I've spent on it, whether they will pay off. I've started showing the cover and the book description to people on different sci-fi groups, and there is a bit of excitement about the book. I think the premise is original, and I think because of the success of Ready Player One that's just hit the cinemas a few weeks ago, I think there is an appetite for this kind of story, one that is set in a video game world, one which pulls on geeky nostalgia. But then I've got the other angle, which is the disability angle, which I think will add something different to the genre, and hopefully people will gravitate towards that. So doing everything to build this up has been quite tiring. Sitting in front of a screen all week has frazzled my eyes a bit. I've got a bit of eye strain, got headaches. This is why I really enjoy dictating my novels, because I can talk into my phone, I can walk around, I'm not sat at a desk, I'm not looking at screens. But I know that this final editing process does take it out of me, which is why I think I've mentioned before I want to change up the way I work, just so I don't have to do these intense runs of editing, because it does take a physical toll on me. So I finished Leviathan Wakes by James S.A. Corey this week. It took me a while to read that one, but it's really good. Highly recommended. This is the first novel in the Expanse series, which has been turned into a series on Netflix. It's just really high-quality space opera. I read a really cool Stephen King story this week called The Dune, which is in his collection called The Bazaar of Bad Dreams. This was a story about an elderly judge who had access to the names of people who were going to die, and these names were written in this sand dune near where he lived. I've seen this same structure play out a number of times, so I saw from almost the start where the story was going, but still, it was good, well worth reading. It'll be a surprise to no one to learn that Stephen King can write a good story. So I think I mentioned last week that I was going to try and read fewer novels for a while, and this is so I can concentrate on looking at more non-fiction stuff. So I've got a couple of modern scholar lecture series that I've listened to. So there was one on Germans and Celts, which was a cultural history of Northern Europe from the perspective of the Germanic and Celtic people. And so a lot of this was done through looking at epic poetry and storytelling and myth. And I thought it was pretty good. I felt that the lectures lacked a lot about the social history, which is kind of what I was interested in going into this, but still all fascinating stuff. Then I've just listened to one called The Citadels of Power, which again is another modern scholar set of lectures. And this was all about castles. Based on this, I really want to go and visit Dover Castle because the place sounds amazing. If Blind Gambit becomes a bestseller, then hey, I'll have a trip there to celebrate. This next week, I plan on writing a short story. I'm going to be writing a prequel to a collaborative Space Marine series that I'm involved with. I read Lynn's contribution to this morning, and it was brilliant, so I'm really excited about this series. I feel like I've really got to raise my game to make this as good as or better than what Lynn's done. So, healthy competition, can't wait. So I've had no questions this week. If you have a question, please email me. It's john@johncronshaw.com. That's JONCRONSHAW. Blind Gambit is now available to pre-order, so you can visit tinyurl.com/blindgambit, and it's going to be on sale for 99 cents for the next few weeks. So take advantage of that because it will be $3.99 after the launch. Remember, you can follow me on Twitter, it's @JLCronshaw. You can find me on Facebook, it's John Cronshaw Author. So until next time, cheerio.